So the market has cuddled up into a zone and it's getting a little comfortable, right? You know what happens when you get comfortable? You kind of get rocked to sleep. And when you get rocked to sleep, bang, something catches you off guard, whether that's a move against you to the upside or maybe a move with you to the downside, depending on where you are in your thinking and in your trading plan. Well, let's go over some charts and I'll show you where we are in STB. Maybe you can ride the wave with us.
Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag.
What's going on, family? It's your man Tasteware here once again, and I am double dutying it today. This is the second STB market watch today. I did one this morning, and it is nighttime. And what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be doing these in the night session. The reason why is because I can actually go over the charts after market close, number one. Number two, I can get these videos done in a very early / timely manner, get them up, give you time to go over them before the market opens. And that's something that I want to do because for those of you all who are in STB, you know how crazy slow my Wi-Fi is here in Puerto Rico. So I've been living here for almost 3 years, a little over 3 years now. And the whole time the Wi-Fi has been. So that being said, we're going to do it at night. We're going to do these at night. I'll get them uploaded as soon as possible. And that way you can have time to watch them before the market opens and you can act accordingly. All right. So that being said, for those of you all who are new, who am I and why do I do what I do? All right. My name is Tay Sweat. I am a stock, futures, options, crypto, whatever has a chart. I trade it, right? I got my start in basically penny stocks where most companies were going bankrupt. For the most part, they were crappy. They didn't have any fundamentals, but that's what gave me an edge in the world that I play in now, which is, of course, more of a large cap world, even trading futures. These companies and these derivatives tend to have pretty good fundamentals. And when you come from a penny stock world where you don't have any good fundamentals, it's pretty much trade only using technical analysis, using predictive indicators. That's what I was able to bring to a world that actually has good fundamentals. And it made things just a little bit easier for me. I'll say that, right? So my goal is here now to bring this information to as many people as possible. Here's what I do. Here's what I see. Here's how I'm doing it. And essentially just give you a daily dose, frequent daily dose. Every day that the market's open, I'm going to drop these to you to see how many more people I can help. I'm blessed. I have a beautiful family. I've been living here on this island, which is paradise to me. Pretty much have everything I want. The only thing I see now is to just help as many people as possible by empower. Look, most people say, oh, you should just give away money and just help as many people as you can financially. That never really fixes a problem. It fixes you a problem or fixes a problem for you maybe, once, twice, a week, a month, maybe, right? Once that money that I donate runs out, then what? So why not empower here? So that's what my goal is to do, is to empower here. I take time from my family, right? My, baby boy's back there getting ready to go to sleep. My wife's getting ready to go to sleep. And I knock out these videos, right? It's just something that I want to do. And, I mentioned taking time from my family because that is a big donation, if you will, right? I'd much rather give money than to take time away from my son. So taking a little time away from my son, taking time away from my wife to make these videos for people out there, that's my donation, right? With that being said, let's dive into some charts. I'm not going to make you wait anymore. What I want to talk about as we dive into the charts is yesterday, let's go ahead and open this up. But yesterday, the Money Monday, where I open up the public profile, people are starting, just a couple of people, and it's probably people who don't even matter. Well, I like to watch. That's one thing about me. I'm going to watch my comments and I'm going to comment back. Usually, as much as I can, right? It's only just me. And I will answer people who are positive. I will answer people who are negative, right? And, recently I have maybe one or two negative people who are like, hey, you're calling out, the S&P 500. Are you putting that in the public profile? And I'm like, yeah. It's like, well, I didn't see it. It's like, yeah, because I get in and out. Like, I get in and out. Well, why aren't you showing the in and out of that? I'm like, well, I'm showing you the profits, right? What more do you need to see? And it bothers me because it's so many intricacies with this whole trading world, right? It's like, do it the way we want you to do it. And otherwise, it's not true. And it's like, The goal of a trader is to be profitable, right? That's the number one thing. Goal of a trader is to be profitable. And my goal is to show you the profits that I am making in the public account. At the end of the day, that's all that matters, right? And I'm saying that because, first of all, I'm doing this shit for free, right? Like, and there's only so many hoops I'm willing to jump over and jump through. Like, do it this way and do it that way, and then go over here and do that, and then stop this and do it that way, and then take this and bottle it up and do it this way. Like, there's only so many things I'm willing to do before I'm like, okay, y'all have to pay for that. Like, once again, I'm a generous man. I'm nice. I've helped many of people, and I want to help many more. But there's only so many things that I'm willing to do. Only so many hoops I'm willing to jump through for free, right? That's why we got to keep this in mind. This stuff is just out of the kindness of my heart, right? So I'm going to show you, yes, if you want to see if I'm profitable, let's go into a public account, and I'll trade that account, right? And I'll show you that I'm profitable, right? But I'm not going to maneuver my trading plan and move some things around to like please anybody. No, this is how Tay moves. This is what he does. This is how he has been profitable and how he continues to be profitable. And then I'll show you the profits. That's how we're going to do this thing, right? If anybody has a problem with that, you don't have to be here, all right? That's the beauty about YouTube. You can go wherever you desire. Just go to the search bar, type in what it is you want to see. If you're going to be here, you're going to do things my way. We're going to have some fun. We're going to make some money along the journey. But we're going to do them my way. Because I don't divert away from my trading plan. And I don't suggest anybody do. Because that is why it's called a trading plan. Once you figure out what works for you, continue to do that. All right? So let's get into it. All right, so what we have here is the ES, which is the S&P 500. Of course, I track the ES because it runs pretty much all day. Runs, 23/6, right? So 23 hours a day, 6 days a week. So for me, I like to just kind of check it where it is, even when the overall market is closed, the stock market is closed. It still allows me to see where it's going. And what I'm seeing currently right now, once again, is we're trading in a zone, trading in an area, or what we may call a channel, right? So we're going to kind of break that down and see where that channel is, where it's going, and just to give you just a little insight on what I want to get out of this, right? What do I want to get out of this, and why are we doing it? Okay, now what I'm gonna have to do is take this, boom, and we're gonna take. So right now, it's doing this, which is this is more flat, and we're getting lower highs, right? So lower highs and then a flat bottom. Right now, that's bullish, right? Right now, that's bullish, and that's what I've been kind of calling for. Probably for the last day or two. I say, hey, we're gonna go bullish, and then I'd like a pullback. So I see a big pullback coming. I think the bullish move won't last long. I think we're gonna try to get up here, and then we should get a nice little smack down. Right now, that's just what I'm seeing near term. So if I had to cut this off, what I do actually, we'll cut that off, and we'll bring in this. Okay, because this is what you're seeing maybe near term, like right now, right? So what I'm going to do, we'll change that red just to make it look, flush. Okay, we'll bring that out just a little bit. Boom. All right, so that's what I'm seeing right now, near term. Now, the reason why I did that is because there's also another line that we can bring in just to see how exactly this thing is moving. I told you all, I love trend lines because they respect the heck out of trend lines. And if you catch trend lines at the right time, you can literally play them up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down until they break, right? So once again, if you caught it in this area, you knew buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here. Like it keeps going, right? And honestly, it's probably gonna, come down, buy here, and either break out to the upside, or it's gonna do a little bounce somewhere in here and break out to the upside. That's what I'm seeing. I see upside because this pattern is bullish. But longer term, if we go further back, just slightly further back, what you can start to see is that there is something else playing out here, right? There's something else playing out here. And I like this bad boy right in here. Bingo. Now look at this. I told you I like support. I like support and resistance lines, moving support and resistance, and channels. Now watch this. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's continue back. 7, 8. You know, let's open it up just a little bit. Open it up just a little bit. Okay. Let's get in this and see it. Okay, so we said 8. Let's go. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Like literally, this is a long time support and resistance, right? Now I was just counting support, but resistance is here. Resistance, resistance, resistance. It's here. Resistance, resistance. It's all here, right? It's all here. And so for me, as I come back here and kind of test that or identify that line and see what it's doing, for me personally, I am bearish on that particular one, right? Which is why this is why I want to break this down. This is why I said this pattern where you had flat bottom and lower highs. That's why I said I expect to move out of there, touch somewhere up here, and then fall. Why? Because this back here has given me confirmation to the downside, right? So I like confirmation to the downside. Red candle, red candle, red candle. That's 3 of them that broke this long time support. When I say long time, I think this thing has been support and resistance back into March, right? So that's 2-3 months. It was May. So that's 2 months, March 9th. I like that, right? I like that it's holding this support area. So I'm going to give you a path, let you know what I see coming. Of course, we're going to have to check those rules, make sure the rules are holding. But this is what I'm seeing. This is what I like, or I'd like to see. This is more so of, so we had this move up. We got to pull back for that 4. It gave you your 5 move here. I do think you came down for an A, and then it gave you somewhat of a kind of like a flat ABC pattern, right? So A, B, C, and then we're kind of bringing it out of there. And now we're just ranging into this area, which it's kind of like a diagonal or a triangle pattern, right? So for me, I'm just expecting it to just kind of keep doing this until we either break out to the upside, boom, and my upside is going to be somewhere around that 4,200. I'd like to see 4,200. And we may even take off past that. But that's not, I don't think we're going to get too high. I'd like to see 4,200, maybe even 4,190. And I'd like to see that stop there. I'm expecting a move. Let's see. I won't take this out of there, right? So I'm expecting a move up. So yes, bounce, bounce, bounce out of there maybe. And it might even kind of give you just a quick wick. And then I'm expecting it back down. Boom, boom. Right? And that's pretty much my price target. Somewhere around like that 40, 20, 40, maybe even 4,100 area, right? I'm expecting a big leak after we get up here. We may not even get that high, but I am expecting 4,200 and then that leak down. This has already kind of told me that, yeah, I mean, we got, once again, rules can break, but once I get confirmation outside of a pattern like this, especially a long-term trend line, I listen to it. So that's what I'm seeing, just giving you super clear instruction, giving you super clear insight on the path that I see playing out. Those of you who don't know predictive, when I say predictive indicators, the paths are predictive indicators because the paths or the each wave or mono wave will tell me what the next wave wants to be, right? And then when we pull back, same thing, it'll tell me how much it wants to pull back. That's pretty much how this thing works. When I say we follow rules, there are rules to these waves. There are rules to the mono waves. There are rules to these flag patterns. There are rules, right? They are rules. So for me, I like a move down, but not for long. And then as we go more to a wider time frame or a macro time frame, I'd like a move down, yes, not too low. Like I said, maybe like right in this area. I'd like a move down somewhere in this area, and then I'd like a bounce out of there to confirm, if it doesn't confirm already, to confirm this head and shoulders pattern. So I'd like to move out of there, hold, and then take off. Once again, I got that 43, 4,400 price target, still been holding there. That's what I'd like to see personally. As you see also, if we come back here, boom, we got shoulder, head, shoulder. I've shown this before. I am looking for a break above this and a hold. Once we break above and hold, We out of here. Me personally, I'm looking to go bullish. I got a lot of good deals, even in the public account. I got some good deals. I'm expecting to, take off and rise with the rest of the market. So I'm super excited about that. I cannot wait. But we have to wait and see how this thing is going to play out near term. Once again, I'll just be looking to follow the rules, whatever it's going to do. But like I said, longer term, I am bullish. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's pretty much it for ES/S&P 500. I will be playing this thing in and out, in and out, in and out, the way I've always done it. And then, of course, I also like to watch Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is definitely something I like to watch. You'll see me get in and out of like a Bitcoin inverse ETF. It's called BITI. You'll see me get in and out of that every now and then because I do have further downside on Bitcoin. But I'm noticing buyers are stepping in here. So I take my profit when it hits buyer areas, especially when I see them holding the buyer areas pretty tough. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here, right? So we had these moves here, okay? Moved up, gave us a pullback, boom, stronger pullback. Here, still resistance, right? Holding this big long-term support right in here. Boom, boom, and then it kind of snaked this way back down. I'm expecting, of course, a move back up. And it could take, I don't know, it could take a while. And it won't move in a straight line, right? It'll do something like maybe even this. We could probably see that, I don't know, June, late June, maybe mid-June, and maybe even first or second week of July. So that's what I'm seeing. If we can get that in the second week of July, of course, we'll be around that 39,000 area. That is what I'm expecting. That's what I'm counting on. I do think we can get there. As you go back and you check for the rules, why do I think we can get there? Because, of course, that follows rules. I'll tell you what rules does that follow, okay? We bring out these retracement levels, and look at that. If you get somewhere around that 40 to 42,000 area, that gives you a 50% retracement, right? And the rules tell us that that's what the market tends to abide by, especially on something like this type of wave. That's a mono wave that I would give you maybe like an A. That's an A mono wave, and A mono waves want to be retraced about that. Okay, they can go a little bit higher. They also sometimes can tend to be lower, but most of the time they want to go around that 50% range. So I like it, right? And we'll watch it. If it wants to go a little bit higher, we'll watch for it, right? We'll watch for it. But nonetheless, this is what I'm seeing for both of those. I like them. This is great. Of course, this is the night session that we're going through. So we'll see how this thing plays out as we lay our head down and go to sleep, right? So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to do these every night, get them up. And like I said, give you a little time to go in, watch them, and actually say, okay, take out them up early. I can watch them, and then I can go ahead and jump into the market before it opens, right? So this is going to be your preparation for the day to help prep you for the market opening, all right? So love you all, of course. This is why I go hard for you. This is why I do these. I aim to help. If it's helpful, I'll keep doing them. If it's not helpful, and you feel like, oh, you're not doing it the way I want you to do it, then maybe I'll stop, or maybe you can go to another channel. It's all good. But other than that, for everybody else who wants these market watches, I'll keep doing them because I think they're helpful. All right? I'm out.
Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These